I'm so happy to be back. I think the last time I was here was more than 10 years ago. It was so good to be back in London, and particularly I get to come visit LSE after serving 8 years as the president of Taiwan. Being at LSE brings back so many fond memories from when I was a graduate student here. At LSE, I met students and faculty from all over the world and in different fields of study. I thoroughly enjoy the diversity at the academic environment here, where discussions of issues relating to our respective countries and the world are strongly encouraged. One of my favorite places to meet was the kitchens of the dormitory on Rosebery Avenue. Even though there was a cafeteria on the ground floor, each floor had a kitchen. As a student, we get to go there to take a break, have some tea or snack, and even make yourself a bowl of soups. It was there that I met quite a few interesting people who knew so much about the things I did not know. So I really enjoy speaking to them and learning from them. It was during these years I spent at LSE that made my ability to master the English language, as well as my communication skills, improved dramatically. I also learned to think critically, but more importantly, to always listen and pay attention to other people's point of view, especially those who I disagree with. My experience at LSE made me the kind of trained negotiator I was, and it prepared me for my career in academia and evolved in politics. After what has been called the super year of elections, last year was a year that brought dramatic changes in leadership and legislative dynamics across the democratic development. This new geopolitical landscape can be defined by the uncertainty and unpredictability surrounding the existing trade and security orders. The uncertainty stems from the shifting world order. Democracies are now finding themselves in a situation where security responsibilities are being re-established and or redistributed. For example, the European Union now has the awareness and understanding that it should be ready to take additional responsibility in Europe's collective security arrangement and defend Europe against its adversaries. On the other hand, unpredictability also arises from the rebalancing and redefining of trade relationships. The trade conflicts that we're seeing now are challenging the decades-old international trade rules and order. As the ongoing bilateral negotiations initiated by the current U.S. administration have started to affect the world trade. Individual countries just start to plan for their own adjustment plans, which will very likely involve repositioning themselves in the global supply chain and building resilience for their economies. In this regard, Taiwan has some excuses to offer. Taiwan is a highly open, trade-dependent island economy. It is particularly vulnerable to shifts in the global trade system and financial markets. In the past decades, Taiwan has withstood numerous global crises. And time and again, Taiwan not only transformed adversity into opportunity, it also managed to accelerate its transformation each time and upgrade its economy and industries while building great resilience to external shocks. The reason that Taiwan could weather its global trade crisis was because Taiwan never retreated into protectionism. Instead, Taiwan reinforced its economic fundamentals and enhanced industrial competitiveness. At every critical time, the government of Taiwan made substantial investments in human capital and infrastructure, but it stimulated domestic demand and improved the business environment and global competitiveness. In addition to that, Taiwan dedicated tremendous support to enterprises in their efforts to improve themselves in order to redefine their positions in the supply chains and to enhance both resilience and efficiency. This positive attitude towards challenges has also enabled Taiwan to find a better strategy to go beyond China's direct supply chain competition. In the face of race to the bottom competition from Chinese exporters, which are often subsidized, Taiwanese businesses did not compete to lower prices. Taiwan managed to keep its competitiveness by making itself an indispensable provider of key components in the global supply chains. This is known as a strategy of hidden champions. In other words, Taiwanese companies strive to be the best partner in certain niche markets through providing the best quality products with the most reliable services in the global supply chain. Taiwan now has the highest density of hidden champions in the world. And of course, Taiwan also has a not so hidden champion, which is our chip manufacturing industry, particularly TSMC. That is indispensable in the coming AI age. Taiwan's experience through different adjustment periods of the world trading system gave us added confidence in facing the current U.S. administration's tariff-driven efforts to reduce the trade deficit. I'm confident that the current administration in Taiwan will do its utmost to engage the U.S. in constructive dialogues, support our industries in their adjustment efforts, and safeguard domestic economic and financial stability, so Taiwan can remain competitive and continue to contribute to the global trading system and be a reliable partner to all. In addition to being confronted with the challenges of rebalancing the global trade system, we are all experiencing the challenges in the security environment as well. What this means is that we will have to be even more aware of and responsive to the attempts that seeks to weaken our democracies and destabilize our societies. This will require that we all enhance and bolster our resilience. Resilience to Taiwanese is not just a buzzword. Taiwanese know what resilience looks like, as we understand all too well the danger posed by those who seek to exploit our vulnerabilities and imperfections economically and politically. During my presidency, despite the increasing threat from China, we managed cross-strait relations in a prudent and responsible manner to ensure peace and stability in the region. And this was achieved without making political concessions that sacrifice our democracy and freedom, thanks to our continuing resilience-building efforts. We are living through a profound transition in the global order, where long-standing assumptions are challenged. This world, as we know it, is being remade. But amidst the uncertainty, one thing remains clear, that is democracy, resilience, and partnership are the bedrock of our future. I want to reiterate here that threats or coercion will never shape Taiwan's resolve to engage and contribute to the world. Taiwan stands ready to strengthen cooperation with our democratic partners in all areas where we share mutual interests. I want to thank the London School of Economics and Political Science again for the opportunity to speak to you all. And I have also waited a long time for this visit. I will surely enjoy revisiting the places I used to go as a student and have some of the delicious and effective hot food. So thank you again for being here. Thank you.